Well, I'll do this one. I don't think I've ever done it on a podcast.
All right.
So I was, my dad had just died. So I was like 18, I think, at the time. And at the time, I wore a lot of tracksuits that were made of velour. And I had 6 earrings, and I drove around in a fully loaded '98 Buick Regal
Okay.
that I had crashed actually into a tree the first day I got my driver's license. Um, so we're hanging out at this dude's house, and this was on 8 Mile in Detroit, and it's right off of I-94, kind of in Harper Woods is what this city's called. It's not a bad city, but it borders the east side, which is, especially at the time, a little rough, you could say. And we're hanging out in a backyard. We used to always steal furniture. So this kid had this little house on 8 Mile where he lived with his parents, and it was two brothers actually. And the entire backyard was the most lavishly decorated thing because we would just go into like the very, very wealthy neighborhoods and steal all their furniture. So like in the backyard, it was like these like really nice outdoor couches and like giant fountains and bird baths. And like it was basically like they had like this little bungalow, and then the backyard was like Saddam's palace. And we're hanging out, and I think I'm drunk and high and just doing what I do. And I'm like, do you guys have any whippets, like nitrous? And they're like, no, we don't. So I go inside and I'm like asking his parents if they have any whipped cream. I'm like, I'll bring it right back. Cause I was that kid where like somebody would like go to make ice cream in my house and like want to put a foam topping on it. And
It
then it was
just
just dripping
nothing.
like an old man's cock, just like just nothing would come out except like just liquid because I had sucked all the nitrous out of it. So I decided to drive up to this store, and I've been arrested many times. And I go inside the store and I grab like just this insane amount of whipped cream cans, like it was a gas station. And I grab like every whipped cream can they have, which is just like whatever this many is. And I walk up and I just put them on I put them on the counter, and the guy's like, "How can I help you?" And I'm like, "What?" I just need these. And he goes, yeah, are you going to go, what, spray cars with that or something? And I was like, no, I'm like, I just want it. He's like, okay, yeah. Do you want it for the nitrous? Cause everybody was doing, and I was like, no, my school's having an ice cream social. And he goes, your summer school is having an ice cream social. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. Just sell them to me. What do I owe? He's like, I'm not selling them to you. And he's like putting them away. So I'm like, give me the whipped cream. And he's like, no. I'm like, give me the fucking whipped cream. So I started fighting with him to get the whipped cream cans from him, and I'm just hammered. So like as I'm walking out, I like pick up a lighter. I'm like, this is mine now. And I go outside, and right outside the doors, and he locks the door, is a display of soda 2 liters of Pepsi and Mountain Dew. So I just start taking the 2 liters and throwing them into my car and like yelling like, these are mine now. Fuck you. I'm like giving him the finger and stuff, like just grabbing my balls, like throwing in like every 2 liter I could get. And then I look over, and at the stoplight is a cop. So I immediately stopped doing that, and I'm like, thank you for the 2 liters. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And then I get in, and I'm driving down the street to go back to my buddy's house, which, by the way, I could have just walked. It's like 9 houses down. So I'm now driving down side streets, and the cop's tailing me with uh, his lights off. And they pull me over, and they're like, so what happened over there, Dave? Because there was this cop who knew me very well and had arrested me many times. And I said, nothing. I just bought some 2 liters is all. And they go, really? Because we got a call saying that somebody who looked just like you and matches your car and license plate got in a fight with the guy at the gas station over whipped cream cans. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about that. And they're like, have you been drinking? And I'm like, I know. I don't think so. No, I've been drinking. So I get out. They find two open 40 ounces of malt liquor under the driver's seat of my car. One was Colt 45 and one was St. Ides, which, by the way, didn't even know I had them there. Just must have put them back there one night. And they search my whole car, where they find to just like, $80 worth of 2 liters that I had taken in a mad rage over not being able to get whipped cream cans of nitrous. They arrest me, impound my car, and it was like then 2 days later, my girlfriend calls and was like, "What happened the other night?" And I was embarrassed at this point because I had been in rehab and mental hospitals, so I was like, "Nothing. I just went home. Why?" And she's like, "Well, look at the paper." And in the newspaper, it said "drunken soda pop drinker" with my name on it, describing my car and the liquor that I had underneath my driver's seat. And it was one of my DUIs.
Jesus Christ.
So that was one of many. That one's I don't think I've ever told that one on the air, but that'll be in my book. I'm writing a book of
Fuck yeah.
13. Yeah,
Dude.
it's rough to rehatch everything, but once you put it on paper and let somebody like Matt McClowry read it and be brutally honest, and uh, he's so straight edge that
Oh
it's
yeah.
fun to have somebody look at that and be like, "What is wrong with you?" I'm like, I don't know.
It's so funny.